Daniel Defense calls this the evolution of the Mark 12. Translation, same sole, just different shoes. And let me tell you, these shoes have been hitting the gym.
I don't think it works that way.
The first thing you notice about this rifle, it's familiar, but different. It's like seeing an old friend from high school and he's thicker now. Not fat, just built. Like, oh, you've been lifting. That's what this gun feels like. Before we get too deep, let's back it up for a second.
That's what she said.
Because for the people who aren't Mark 12 nerds, and I mean nerds like the ones who can tell you the difference between a Mod 0 and a Mod H in their sleep, the Mark 12 started as a precision fighting rifle. It wasn't meant to be a sniper rifle. It wasn't meant to be just an M4 with a scope slapped on top of it. It was this idea that you could take the accuracy of a bolt gun and the speed of an M4 and somehow make them have a baby. And Daniel Defense, to their credit, took that concept years ago and said, cool, we'll build our own version. That became their Mark 12, which technically wasn't a true Mark 12, but it captured the spirit, and now they've evolved that evolution into this, the DD4 SPR3. So what you're looking at here isn't a reboot, it's a sequel that actually respects the original. When you first look at the SPR3, the immediate thought is, yeah, it's got some heft to it, but heft doesn't always mean heavy. Sometimes it means confident. This thing's got muscle now, not bulk, but muscle. The old Mark 12 was the guy doing calisthenics and kettlebells. This is the same guy, just now he's added a few barbell squats to his routine. It's still athletic, it still moves well, it's just more sure of itself. The rail is more squared off and the lines are sharper. And that Magpul PRS light stock gives it this kind of mature precision rifle silhouette. You look at it and you can already tell this thing means business. To put it another way, if the old Mark 12 was the Porsche 911 GT3 Touring, this new SPR3 is the Turbo S. The GT3 Touring is raw, agile, built to dance. The Turbo S, that's your Grand Tour. It's refined, it's like smooth, it's fast as hell, but it's also comfortable. Both are fun, both are dangerous in the right hands, but one's made for the track and the other one will take you across the country at 180 miles an hour without breaking a sweat. This is the SPR3. It's the Turbo S. So you've got an 18-inch Mark 12 profile barrel, stainless steel, rifle length gas system, chambered in 5.56 NATO, which already tells you it's gonna be soft shooting. The rail is Daniel Defense's new 15-inch RIII-3 with the arc lock system. And that's the secret sauce right there. See, it's modern, it's cleaner, and it gives you a dead stable mounting surface for bipods and tripods. No wobble, no flex. It's like putting your rifle on a precision bench, even when you're in the dirt. And then there's the PRS light stock. Now, when you first look at it, it looks heavy. Like you pick up the rifle expecting it to throw your shoulder out, but then you actually shoulder it and it's like, oh, okay, all right. This isn't the old clunky PRS from the past. This thing's light, but still solid. It's like one of those powerlifters who still runs 5 miles a day. Before you finish watching this video, a word from our sponsor. Have you ever thought about making a living in the firearms industry? If you enjoy gun repair, ballistics, and learning about firearms, Sonoran Desert Institute's online courses might just be a good fit for you. To find out more, visit sdi.edu or call 480-999-4767 today. All the ammo used in this video was brought to you by Nosler, maker of the most innovative, most accurate, and most effective bullets and ammunition in the industry. You get the adjustability, the cheek well, the length of pull with pretty much out the penalty for the most part, except for the fact that you can't completely collapse it like you can on a typical stock. But again, precision oriented. And then there's the lower. It's fully ambidextrous. Mag release on both sides, both catch on both sides, safety selector on both sides. This thing doesn't care if you're left-handed, right-handed, or confused. You pick it up with any hand and it'll run. The old Mark 12 didn't do that. I loved it, but I called that out in the old video I did about it. There's another thing about this rifle I don't care for. It's not an ambidextrous rifle. I rarely notice it, but when I do, it's a little annoying because I do practice shooting on my left side. This one, Problem solved. Now, let's talk about balance, because yeah, on paper, it's heavier, but in your hands, it feels balanced. You can walk with it all day and not feel like you're lugging a barbell. Okay, all day is pushing it, if I'm gonna be honest, but it's doable. That's because the weight is distributed evenly. The arc rail system adds a little up front as far as girth and heft. Oh, that was so weird. Peter's gonna kill me on that one.
Just did.
But anyway, the PRS stock adds a little to the back, and it evens each other out in a weird kind of way. And it's kind of beautiful. You can go prone, go kneeling, go shoulder it and move, and it feels easy. That's the word, easy. Not light, not lazy, just kind of easy. And speaking of easy, this trigger, I've said it before, but this is one of those triggers that just makes you want to cry a little bit. It's a 2-stage trigger, but it behaves like a single stage when you want it to. You can stroke straight through it when you're running fast, and it feels like butter. But when you're slowing down, when you're stretching out past 400, 500 yards, you feel that wall, and it's not a gritty, indecisive wall. It's clean, it's confident. You can live on that wall, breathe and break when you're ready. It's like the trigger knows what mood you're in. You wanna go fast? It's ready. You wanna go slow? It'll sit there and wait patiently. Take your time. I got you. It's the same trigger that made me fall in love with the Mark 12, and it feels just as good here, maybe even a little more refined. So the fact that they added this Geisley trigger in here is chef's kiss. On the range, this rifle's personality shows up immediately. It's not a look at me gun. It's not flashy. It doesn't need to be. It's the rifle you take when you actually just want to shoot. You know, like shoot. The kind of rifle that loves 69 grain Nosler rounds, eats them like candy, and just keeps stacking holes on holes. You can run it fast, you can run it slow, and it just stays flat. That rifle length gas system and extra weight up front keeps it level so you can stay in your glass the whole time. I went ahead and threw on my Leupold Mark V HD on this bad boy. And if you want, you can go ahead and throw a suppressor on it as well. I went ahead and just kind of kept it clean for right now, but I think I might actually do an angled red dot system on this rifle as well, because like I said, you can do close, you can do far, but you know, it's all up to you. I did it for this video, but I think I'm gonna keep it on there permanently. Just saying, it's a precision rifle that's still athletic enough to move. Now, this rifle isn't for everybody. If you're one of those guys who loves tinkering, swapping triggers, building your own rifle from scratch, this probably isn't your thing. You'll respect it, but you won't need it. But if you're like me, if you appreciate a rifle that's built from the ground up by one company, where every single part feels like it belongs there, you're gonna love this thing because it's cohesive. You're not wondering if your gas block and your buffer spring are gonna get along and so forth and so on. You're just shooting. You bought a rifle and you just wanna go shoot. And that's the point. That's where these come into play. There are builders and then there are just shooters. Now, there is some interplay there. You can be a builder and a shooter. Some people just want to go buy a good rifle and go and shoot. They want the gun to get out of the way and they just want to shoot. And this rifle was built for shooters. At the end of the day, the SPR-3 doesn't try to be everything. It's not a featherweight carbine and it's not a bench rest queen. It's a purpose-built rifle that knows exactly what it's good at, and it's damn good at it. It's the same sole, just in new shoes. Shoes that fit a little tighter, grip a little better, and have a lot more miles left in them. I don't know why I did that. That was pretty lame. Anyway.